it's Rachel here with Senza Tempo Cane Corso. Wanting to do a little update on these babies. So we're starting to eat solid food, starting the weaning process. And got some that are having a hard time finding the food bowl. Let's see if I can help this one out real quick. Bring them over. There you go. Okay. So just doing some soft foods right now. And then we'll kind of move them over to, some softened kibble and stuff like that. But for now, one of the things that I like to do whenever I'm very first weaning is I like to do like a wet food with Pedialyte, like unflavored Pedialyte. And just to make sure that everybody's getting good hydration during that weaning process. So yeah. So this is actually a combination. This is 3 of these puppies in here are from the, in fact, the biggest ones. This big black one here, this big black one here, and then the big blue one there. Those are from Cambria and Fedor. And then the rest of them are the Nautica litter. So I lost 3 out of the Nautica litter and 2 out of the Cambria litter. The Cambria litter, I think they just naturally faded. But the Nautica litter, I think they had some type of bacterial thing going on. Something happened, but I treated them. I figured it out kind of at the last minute, and I started treating them with Albon. Because it happened a long time ago with Velocity. She had 1 puppy, and that puppy it had a very specific loose stool. And so I went ahead and did the same thing that we had done at that point, which was to treat with Albon, and it did the trick. So thankfully saved the rest of them. Everybody's good, but we did lose 3. I think it was 1 female and 2 males. So anyway, so they're doing good though. They're still, eating off mom to some degree. What I'm doing is I switch the females out. I bring one in, let them drain her, and then I bring the other one in, and then supplement with this wet food in the meantime. And then after a little bit, then I'll start leaving puppy food in here and water, and get them to switch completely over. And that's the idea. So, but they're all doing really good. They look really good. I've seen nothing but just good, as you can see here, good solid dark poops. I'm about to start worming them, so that's going to change. I always hate beginning the worming process, because even if they've got really good poops like that, as soon as you start worming, you start messing with that gut, man, it just takes forever to get back to where it should be. But it is what it is. You got to do it. So anyway, I'll probably give them, it looks like they ate that pretty quick. I may need to make them a second batch of that. See, nice, yeah, nice firm poops, which I like. It's really good. So anyway, I think I have 2 left on this litter. I've got one spot left, I believe, for a male on the Cambria litter, and then I'd have to look. I think I have 1 spot left for a female, but I'm not sure. I'll have to look. So I think that's like if I don't keep my spot. I don't know. I have first pick male and female reserved for myself on the Nautica litter. So anyway, we'll see what happens. I may give up my first pick spot for male. It does happen. I always want to hold on to it, just see how they look, make sure I'm not missing out on anything before I pass on the litter. The female spot I'll keep for sure. So, we'll see. I also did gosh, I've got quite a few pairings that happened. So I've bred, I don't think y'all know Raven yet. I got Raven back. Raven was a dog that I had sold. And I got her back because the dog that she was living with was just unfortunately too aggressive and was like attacking her. She's a huge female, you guys, like really one of the biggest. And I bred her, her father is Anakin. So if you know anything about Anakin, he's a huge dog. So her father is Anakin. And so yeah, I got her. I bred her to Prima Tali, and Primo has been producing these just huge, gorgeous puppies. So, and I did confirm through ultrasound today that she is indeed pregnant. So we'll start taking deposits on that. It's not going to be a cheap litter. Those are going to be super nice dogs. And then I also did Switch and Primo. I did that. That's a repeat. And then Asia and Primo. And so those just happened. So I haven't been able to confirm them yet as far as ultrasounds because they literally just happened. But the other dogs, or the what's her name? That one, the Raven litter, that one I'm able to confirm. And then Smurf is also in heat right now, and I'm doing a repeat of her and Don Juan. So I've got them together as well. I don't know. I may do Primo. It just depends. I got to go out there and see if they've actually started pairing yet. Because if they haven't, I was worried because Asia was still in active heat. And I was like, oh, I don't want to do, because of Asia and Switch. And so I didn't want to overload him with too many females. But it looks like they're done for sure. And and I don't think that she's far enough in yet that she started actually pairing with Don Juan, but I'll need to go and look and see before I make that full assessment. So, but I'd rather use Primo just because I want to really put him to everything. He's just done so well for me with his productions lately that it makes me really interested on, you know, how he's going to produce, because the Primo dogs that I have right now are super nice. And I've just been so busy with stuff that, unfortunately, I can only do what I can do. And we've had an unbelievable amount of rain here, which means that, you know, taking care of all of that has been an issue. Like, the grass just grows. Like, you feel like you can watch it grow. So, anyway, I'm very busy and whatnot. But once that changes, once I'm not so busy, then... which will happen, I swear. My whole breakup thing really threw a monkey wrench in everything because I was having that building done. And now, obviously, that's, you know, taken a back seat. Like, instead of having somebody to help do that, it's all on me. So there's just been, you know, it's just one of them things where you just gotta make it through. That puppy is not sitting in there crying. He is. And he has the audacity to be so fat, but yet be sitting there crying about food. The audacity. I really don't know. Yeah, they're really starting to come alive. So these are all males except for 2 of these small black ones. And they are black. I thought for sure they would be brindle. I did not get not a single brindle out of Nautica. That was pretty crazy. So not a single one. So yeah, they're all solids, which I was pretty surprised by. I didn't expect that. So anyway, yeah, cutie patooties. So don't pay too much attention to the size difference between the litters either. The reality is that this litter was 10 puppies before they lost the 3, and this was 5. So when they have less puppies in the womb, they grow a lot faster and they get a lot bigger. So it doesn't mean that these guys are going to be smaller in the end. Anyway, well, I'm gonna let y'all go. just wanted to do an update for everybody and share. Hope y'all are having a good day, and I'll talk at you later.